Hey, what's up guys? Today I have two headphones I'm going to do a comparison on. The Beats versus Sony's. On my left I have the Beats Wireless 2.0 and on my right the Sony MDR-XB950BT. Now the first thing I'm going to talk about is the material. On the Sony we have this soft plastic, which honestly feels pretty decent but definitely not the best material. Same as the sides, no difference. Although on the top for the headband, this is made up of metal. This way it's durable when bending, which is pretty flexible. You'll definitely have a hard time cracking the headband. Now on the Beats Studios we have this plastic material, but feels like it's slightly made up of metal. The plastic on these headphones are better than the Sony's. You'll definitely feel the better quality. Same as the Sony's, the Beats has a metal headband. You can bend it almost any angle you want without them cracking. This is an improvement unlike the original Beats. For this round, the Beats wins it with having a better quality material. Now on the second round, let's talk about the comfort. On the Sony, there's this very soft cushion. These are softer than the Beats Studios, with being more thicker in size as well. Now the same material that's on the head pad is also on the ear pads as well. These are very soft, you'll have no problem wearing it for hours. They're decently big, but overall very comfortable. Let's talk about the Beats. The head padding is very minimal, although there is some sort of padding, but not nearly enough as the Sony's 950s. The ear pads does have padding inside, they're very soft. When squished, it does come back much slower than the Sony's ear pads. Makes them feel a bit softer with a better quality of padding as well. But if I had to choose between the two, I'll go for the Sony 950, mainly because of the head padding. It gives me more resting area rather than the slim cushion on the Beats, which are very thin. Now so far it's a tie, with both winning a round. On this round, let's talk about portability. Of course on the Beats, these are 100% foldable, which makes them half the size. Plus Beats including their own carrying case. These are ready to go and definitely being convenient on portability. Now on the Sony's 950s, you're very strict on making them half the size. Basically you can only fold the front stereos, which on this round the Beats wins it. So far the Beats has 2 points and the Sony 1. On this round is functionality. Of course on the Beats they kept it very simple and sleek. On the sides you have the volume up and down, which you need to physically press until you hear the click sound. You also have the play and pause and song skip. On the sides you have these tiny holes which counts for noise cancellations and the microphone. The noise cancellation works pretty good. If you're at the gym, these headphones would definitely block 90% of the outside noise. Although if you're in a quiet place with no music playing, you'll hear a very low S sound, sort of like a noise. This can get pretty annoying, especially if you're doing some type of homework. On the Sony's, they do not have noise cancellation, but they do have more functionality. On the left stereo we have bass boost, which increases the bass sound by a lot. Right below it we have the microphone. On the right we have the volume rockers. On the top we have the magical switch. You can basically do 6 functions in one. You can rewind or fast forward any song by holding the switch. Or you can slide and release to skip a song as well, backwards or forwards. And finally you can play and pause any song just by pressing inwards. Now doing what the switch does on this round goes to the Sony's 950, tying up with 2 versus 2. Now for this next round is very disappointing. If you own a pair of wireless or wired Beats Studios, you'll know what I'm talking about, and that is the battery life. On the 2.0s, you'll get around 20 hours of battery life. But for who knows why, out of those 20 hours, 12 goes into Bluetooth, and the remaining 8 hours goes into the wired function with the aux cord. Meaning that once those 20 hours are gone, you'll not be able to use these headphones in any type of way. In order to use the aux cord, once your 8 hours are drained, you'll need to charge the headphones in order to use them. Compared to the Sony's 950s, you'll get the same 20 hours of battery life with only the Bluetooth function. And I mean indefinite hours with the aux cord. So even if the battery completely drains out on the Sony headphones, you can still use them with the aux cord plugged in, unlike the Beats. For this round, infinitely goes to the Sony's 950BT, with them winning 3 out of 2. The pricing for these two headphones are very different. For the Beats, these are more expensive, costing around $130 refurbished compared to the Sony's of $40. Basically a $100 difference. It's a no-brainer that the Sony's gets a quick win of 4 out of 2. Now for the second to last round, let's talk about the sound quality. On the Beats Studios, the sounds are much clearer than the Sony's. They sound more crisp, premium, easier to understand, and the best part is that these are 3 times louder than the Sony's 950, extremely louder. But one advantage that the Sony's 950 have is bass. Once you turn on that bass boost button, it makes a huge difference. If you're the type of person to listen to rock, hip hop, or any high bass type of music, then the Sony's 950BT are a better and cheaper choice. Honestly, even though the Beats Studios have a good amount of bass, but not as much as the Sony's, I'll still have to choose the Beats, since overall they do have a more premium sound. And from here, the Sony's are still winning with 4 out of 3 points. Now finally, the last comparison I wanted to talk about is simply the looks. I personally like both headphones. They both have their own unique looks. Although the Sony's does look a tad bit cheaper, especially having this cheap plastic look to them. Plus with the Beats looking more modern, if not futuristic, compared to the Sony's, which looked beautiful back in 2004, but sad enough they do look a tad bit outdated compared to the Beats Studios, which for me, I'll have to choose the Beats. Now even though it came to a tie with 4 out of 4 rounds, if I were to go on a trip for a long period of time, believe that I would choose the Sony 950BT as my first choice, since not only I have 20 hours of wireless Bluetooth, but also unlimited time with using the aux cord function, plus costing $100 less. Well guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.